Welcome to today's lessons. We are going over budgets. And so I hope you got a lot out of the last video that you watched over how to create a budget. It gives a lot of great information and it even goes over some of our vocabulary. So today our objectives are: I will know how to develop an economic way of thinking and problem solving. I will understand how to identify and calculate each component of a personal budget. And I will be able to explain how to calculate a percent from a dollar amount in a given category on the budget. So let's get to it. So we're looking here at Marlon's budget. And Marlon's budget, he has income only from his job, which is $1,500 a month. Okay, they're going to be monthly budgets. And he also has some expenses. So let's go over some of these expenses. Expenses are the savings, gas, cell phone, entertainment, personal grooming, credit cards, and car note. Now, let's first go over some very important vocabulary. So one of the main vocabularies when you're looking at these budgets are fixed and variable expenses. Now, fixed expenses stay the same every month. Variable expenses change most months, if not every month. Okay, so fixed expenses would be something like your rent or what you pay for your house, your car note or car loan. Auto loan is what they call them too. Let's see. Sometimes your cell phone bill can be a fixed rate, or it could be variable. Sometimes your savings plan, if you plan on saving the same amount every month, that could be a fixed expense. Let's see what else. Things that you pay the same every month. Variable expenses could be like your water bill, your electric bill or electricity bill, your sometimes your credit cards will change. Let's see. Gas expense. These are different things. These change every month. And so that's why they're called variable expenses. Okay, let me think of something else. Yeah, those are called. So fixed expenses stay the same every month. Variable expenses change almost every month, if not every month. Okay, so now we're going to go into one of the most important parts of this lesson, which is one, you've identified components of a budget as an income and expenses. You know that income is money coming in, expenses is money going out, things that you spend money on. And so it's really important to understand what percentage, because they have standards out there of percentages that you should keep your wants, your needs, and your savings at. And what we're going to do is we're just going to figure out the basics of the percent, how to find a percent from the dollar amount in our budgets. So let's say that I wanted to figure out what percent I am spending on savings. Well, all I do is I take savings. Remember that this is our part, and 300 is our part, and our whole would be the total amount that we're looking at, which is 1,500, the total amount of the budget, however much he makes. And we can actually change that to a percent. So this will be our dollar amount side, and this will be our percent side. And percent's always out of 100. That's our whole. And we want to figure out our part, which is the percent that we're looking for, that 300 is of 1500. Now, there's two ways you could work it out. I prefer, when you completely understand it, you could do it the easy way. But when you are still trying to figure out how to understand it, I would do it this way so you understand that it's still the same ratio, just expressed in a different way. And so what you could do is you could say, how do I go from either 1500 to 100 or 100 to 1500? And I prefer to go this way because it's easier to multiply in my mind. This will be times 15. Another way you could figure that out is if you say 1500 divided by, remember that's multiplied, by 100. And you could say that it would be 15. Okay. And so to come back this other way, I would just do the opposite sign, which is divide by 15. Okay. Let me make sure I get some of this stuff out of the way. So let's zoom in here. All I'm trying to do is trying to find what percent 300 is of 1500. It's a small portion of it. I'm trying to figure out the percent of the portion it is. And so I know that this is times 15 and divided by 15 to go this way. So to go this way, it says to divide by 15. So all I would do is I'll take 300 and divide it by 15, which is 0 to 20. So this is actually 20%. So over here, what is, I'm going to say these are percentages. So this is 20%. Okay. Savings. Now we can go to gas. So how much is he going to spend on gas for his car? Gas. Well, for his car, the gas he spends is $60 out of the $1,500 that he makes. So this is our money, and this is our part, which is the gas, over the whole, which is the total amount he makes. And we could set that equal to our whole on percentages and figure out our part, which is the percent of the budget that gas is. So it would be the exact same thing. So to go this way is times 15. To go this way, it's divided by 15. So to go this way, I would divide it by 15. So I just take 60 and I divide it by 15. And 15 does not go into 6, but it does go into 60. That is 4 times exactly. So this is going to be 4%. So gas would be 4%. And you could keep doing this for every single one of these. So let's just go into cell phones. Let's go into cell phones. So cell phone is, so we'll put SP. Cell phone is $75 out of the $1,500. And we want to set that equal to our 100%, dollars, percents. That's our part. That's our whole. This is our whole, and this is going to be our part. Now you don't have to put those, but it kind of helps me remember. And so I still know that this is divide by 15. So over here, it should be divide by 15. So if I take 75 and I divide it by 15, I will get, doesn't go into that, but it does go into that. 6 is 5 times. So 5 times, that would be 75 exactly. So this is going to be 5% that he spends on his cell phone. And you can keep going through each one of these and figure it out in the same way and figure this out. What's his disposable income? So what happens is he had a total income up here, which is $1,500, and then he had all these expenses, which is $1,095. Well, when you subtract those, he has $405 in disposable income, meaning he hasn't allocated it to a specific category, or he can just spend it however he wants to. Most likely, he probably should pay down some of these credit cards with extra payments, depending on the interest rates. But we're just now getting into the basics of this. So another way that you could see it is, let's say sometimes we can see it in a pie chart. So we know this is $405. What's his car note? His car note is $390. $390. So we can also figure this out over here in the same way. So we have disposable income. It doesn't change. The only difference is that it's laid out in a different way. So we have $405 out of the $1,500 total. That's our dollars. These are our percents. Now this is called a percent proportion, and I just work out my percent proportion the same way. Divide by 15 and divide by 15. Now, where did I get this 15? You may have forgotten, but when I divided 15 divided by 100, remember, I always put a multiplication symbol there to let me know I multiply this times this gives me that. I got 15, okay, when I divided. So that's where the 15, so 100 times, so 100 times 15 gives me 1,500. So you got to make sure you get that in the right way. So to go the other way will be divide by 15. So I do the same thing here at the top. And I went over that just in case you forgot where I got that 15. It's not the same for every single problem. So I got 405. I'm going to divide by 15. Does it go into 4? No. Does it go into 40? Yes. That's going to be 2 times, which is 30. We're going to leave over 10. Now we got 105. That's going to be, let's see. Well, I'm going to have to figure this out. Well, I know times 5 is 75. So this is times 5. So I'm going to add another 15, be times 6. That'll be 105. No, that'll be 100. No. 5 plus 5 is 10. 7, 8, 9. So that would be 90. So that's times 6. So times 7 would be plus another 15, which would be 105. So times 7, so it'll be 27% of our budget. So disposable income is 27% of our budget. So I can even put that over here. That'd be 27%. All right, so now let's go to car note. So the car note is actually $390 of this $1,500. Now I want to ask you that when our disposable income was $405 and it was 27%, we know that these are equal. Okay, so $405, the part that $405 is 27%. If the car note is $390, ask yourself, would that be greater than 27% or would that be less than 27%? You got it. It should be less than 27% because 390 is less than 405. So then I'm just going to continue to do my percent proportion. Divide by 15. Divide by 15. I should get 390 divided by 15. So this is going to go 0, 1. No, that's 2 times because that would be 30. Leave over 9. And I know times 6 will give me 90. So we got 26%. So we were right. It was supposed to be, it's actually 1% less. Let me know if you have any questions over this, how to use how do you find a percent when given a dollar amount, and I'd love to help you.